Oh my God, what new timeline is this? You guys, leave me here and send food, guys. Donald Trump just referred to the current Prime Minister of Canada as the Prime Minister, not governor or anything. Prime Minister. He didn't call Canada the 51st state. What the hell is this timeline? I don't understand it. Listen to what Donald Trump said yesterday after his call with Mark Carney. By the way, this is the first time they've spoken since Mark Carney became Prime Minister.
Mr. President, Canada's Prime Minister says that they will be implementing retaliatory tariffs. You said if that were to happen, that you would be responding with large-scale tariffs. Will you be following through with that promise?
Well, absolutely, but we had a very good conversation. Mark called me today at 10 o'clock. We put out a statement. We had a very, very good talk. He's going through an election now, and we'll see what happens. But we have Liberation Day, as you know, on April 2nd, and I'm not referring to Canada, but many countries have taken advantage of us, the likes of which nobody even thought was possible for many, many decades, And, that has to stop. We're going to end up with a very good relationship with Canada and a lot of the other countries. Some we probably won't. It won't be so. But we had a very good talk, the Prime Minister and myself, and I think things are going to work out very well between Canada and the United States. Yeah.
Oh, it's Mark now, not Governor Carney. None of that. Well, he actually addressed him as the Prime Minister of Canada, Like, Trump even said he wasn't referring to Canada when he was talking about countries taking advantage of the United States. I'd say that's a completely different tone from what he said not too long ago.
You're tougher with Canada than you are with some of our biggest adversaries.
Only because it's meant to be our 51st state. And
okay, but
but listen to this for a second.
We need their territory. They have territorial advantage. We're not going to let them get close to China.
Look,
right?
I deal with every country, indirectly or directly. One of the nastiest countries to deal with is Canada.
Hold on a minute. That's probably a big giveaway, though. Like, quick, somebody inform the FBI, because I don't think that was the real Donald Trump. I think that was a body double. I'm just saying. It's either that or Donnie has had a spiritual awakening. Maybe he went on an ayahuasca trip and is suddenly on a journey to eat, pray, love. I don't understand it. Where are the conspiracy theories when you need them, right? You guys let me know in the chat. What do you think happened to President Trump on that ayahuasca trip? I'm joking, okay? I'm joking. For real, though, did you see this coming? I know I didn't. Here's the other part of that press conference that had me confused. Watch this real quick.
Yeah, please, go ahead.
Mr. President, how are the talks with India on tariff going on? And what is the expectations from India? How much do you want them to
Well, as you know, Prime Minister Modi was here just recently, and we've always been very good friends. India is one of the highest tariffing nations in the world. You know that. I know. Thank you for shaking your head, but it's brutal. It's brutal. They're very smart, and he's a very smart man and a great friend of mine, actually. And we had very good talks. I think it's going to work out very well between India and our country. Very, very well. And I want to say you have a great Prime Minister.
Mr. President, there's been a very serious earthquake in Burma, Myanmar today, with up to several hundred killed.
Yeah.
The military regime there has asked for help from anybody.
Yeah, we're going to be helping. We've already alerted the people. Yeah, it's terrible what's happened.
Look, I wasn't too surprised about what he said about India, because we know Trump tends to respect strong leaders. But did you hear the part where President Trump says the U.S. will be helping Myanmar? Like, some of you might know that they had a big earthquake recently. Many people died. All my love to the people of Myanmar, by the way. Prayers up. That said, even this was a change in tone by President Trump. I wonder how the American first people are feeling about this. This is foreign aid after all, right? It is foreign aid. And we know how Trump's base feels about foreign aid. Like, I'm going to say, I was honestly worried about President Trump after seeing this press conference. I'm just going to say that. So I was so worried that I went and checked on Truth Social, because everybody knows that that's where you get concrete proof of life about President Trump. If there's a single breath in his body, you hear about it on Truth Social. That's transparency for you guys. Here's what President Trump posted on Truth Social after his call with Mark Carney. He said, I just finished speaking with Prime Minister Mark Carney of Canada. It was an extremely productive call. We agree on many things and we'll be meeting immediately after Canada's upcoming election to work on elements of politics, business, and all other factors that will end up being great for both the United States of America and Canada. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I don't know what's going on, but he said it again. He said Prime Minister Mark Carney of Canada, not the 51st state, not Governor Carney, none of that nonsense. He also said Thank you for your attention to the matter. Like, Trump on the charm offensive over here. Like, what is going on? Like, how do you even react to that? How do you react to that? How do you react to a polite Trump? Look, all jokes aside, though, it's interesting that he seems to be taking a tone that is a bit more amenable to negotiation. I don't know why he thought choosing to be so confrontational was the best tactic in the first place, especially against your closest ally. But I guess we'll never know, right? Hey, I don't know what strange timeline this is, but I'm here for it. Like, I'm here for polite Trump. I'll be honest, even from a neutral perspective, I'll say this tone from President Trump is very good for Mark Carney. It validates the idea that he is the best person to handle President Trump. It was interesting that even Pierre Poilievre acknowledged that this was a welcome change in tone. And I think that's what we want to see. That's what we all want to see as Canadians. Whether you're a conservative or liberal, you don't want to see President Trump continuing to shit on our country, right? Obviously, we all want to see results on the tariff side. And it seems like for now, Trump is standing firm on tariffs. So I'm interested in seeing how Canada responds to that, or how that shakes out, right? For now, Mark Carney has chosen a wait-and-see approach. He says Canada will respond after April 2nd when all the tariffs come into effect. I think that's a good approach. Personally, you can make of that what you will. There's also an opportunity here, I think, for Mark Carney that no one's talking about. Imagine if on April 2nd, he manages to negotiate a deal with President Trump. Maybe he gets a pause, maybe he gets some concessions, just anything positive whatsoever, right? That will do wonders for his numbers leading up to Election Day on April 28th. Even if there are tariffs, he has the opportunity to show strength with a comprehensive Canadian response. That could also be really good for him leading up to the election. And this is where I think things are very dangerous for Pierre Poilievre. If Trump continues to be the top question on the mind of Canadians, he won't win. He won't win that discussion. Like, he just won't. Pierre Poilievre's messaging is still focused around affordability and quality of life improvements for Canadians. Very important topic, right? But unfortunately, that topic is being overshadowed by the Trump issue at the moment. And I think he needs a better answer to Trump than knock it off. Like knock it off, we just won't cut it, right? I also think Pierre's team is spending a lot of time uncovering dirt about Mark Carney. I know the conservative base eats this up. I actually saw some graffiti painted on the bridge on my way to Vancouver the other day. Like, it was on the highway, so I couldn't stop and take a picture, obviously. But it said something like, fuck WEF globalist Carney or something like that, right? In terms of dirt, there's obviously the whole Brookfield controversy as well. Like, there is a lot of dirt if they go looking for them to potentially put forward on Mark Carney. On Brookfield, it's not just the fact that they moved their headquarters to New York, but also the whole Bermuda tax haven controversy. Like, there's a lot of dirt there, right? However, I don't know if that plays very well outside the conservative base. I don't know that the bulk of voters who are in the middle, those who are still non-committed, I don't know if this messaging will play well with them. That's just my opinion. And I think that is where this election will be won. That middle, those people that are non-committed at the moment, that is where this election will be won and lost. Also, turnout is going to be big as well. See, I'm getting into election predictions already. I said I'll give you guys my predictions after the debate, so you guys will just have to wait for that. But I think there's still time for Pierre Poilievre. He has a very loyal base. The Conservatives are a very passionate bunch. like you've seen his crowd sizes. I mentioned that because people were making fun of Trump for always talking about crowd sizes in the lead up to the US elections. But we all saw how that turned out, right? We all saw how that turned into turnout on election day. But to be fair, Mark Carney is not Kamala Harris, respectfully. But maybe he is. We'll find out, right? I guess we'll see, right? You guys let me know what you think of this change of tone by Donald Trump. How long do you think this eat, pray, love Trump will last? Join the conversation. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Take care, guys.